Welcome everybody to Footnotes with Justin Garland. This is episode 4, and we're here in this beautiful city of Long Beach at the pier today. Just wanted to talk to you guys about some things. Again, thank you for tuning in. And along with us today is Mr. Eddie Jimenez on production. It's a beautiful sunny day. I wish I had my sunglasses right now. I wanted to really talk to you guys about not quitting. I know that there's no other way to say it. I'd like to, or I wish I could say it with a lot more power and oomph, but I just really feel that in my heart today. I really feel like a lot of us are up against some obstacles, maybe some situations in our life that would want us to quit, want us to stop doing things. We probably want to give up on some of the things that have been promised to us, give up on some of the aspirations that we have, the purpose in our life, the vision for our life, give up on work, give up on spouses, give up on family members, give up on what we really want in life. Maybe things are a lot harder than what we expected, or maybe somebody promised that it was going to be a lot easier than it was. And you're looking at today, and you're looking at these obstacles, and you're thinking, man, these things are really outweighing some of the stuff that I want. Maybe you feel like they're outweighing the work that you're putting in. I'm gonna tell you this: just because it's hard doesn't mean that you have to quit. Just because it's hard doesn't mean that it's not for you to do. Just because it's hard doesn't mean that you weren't supposed to do it. It wasn't your purpose to do. It was set for somebody else to do. Just because it's hard doesn't mean any of that. Sometimes the things that are hard, sometimes the things that are really hard in life will end up being the most rewarding. Sometimes the things in life that are really hard will end up being the most rewarding. And those are the things that we really, really have to press into. The understanding that when times get tough, man, we got to get tougher. We got to push harder. We got to work harder. Maybe the obstacles or the problems that you're coming up against, maybe they deserve a different solution. Maybe the solution you used on them the last time isn't the solution you're supposed to work this time. Just because it worked the last time doesn't mean that it's going to work the second time. Gosh, if I could say, and this might be in its simplest form, cockroaches. Let's take cockroaches for example. You can't use the same pesticide on cockroaches over and over again. They're becoming immune to it. So any problem that you might come against, maybe there's a different solution for that problem other than the one you used last time. Search for that solution. Let's be solution driven. When problems come up, it's easy for us to dwell on the problems. It's easy for us to dwell on the obstacles. It's easy to look at the things that might be hard. It's easy to just give up, to see the roadblock in front of us and say, you know what? I'm just going to quit. I'm not going to keep going. What's it really worth to me? Sometimes you do have to ask yourself, what's it really worth to you? What's it really worth to you? Overcoming the obstacle, overcoming the problem and the situation. What's it really worth to you? Is it really worth going the extra mile and putting forth the extra effort? Is it really worth spending the extra time finding what the solution is so that you can press through it? So that you can achieve the goal that you set to achieve? And how many times are you really going to look at it and try to achieve the goal? How many times are you going to look at it and try to press through? I can name countless amounts of people, successful people, that you've heard of, that we've all heard of, that have come against obstacles, situations in their life that have been in the way of what they wanted to accomplish, that didn't give up, continued to press through, and achieve the desired result. I can go all cliche on you. I can talk about Thomas Edison. I can talk about Abraham Lincoln. I can talk about Michael Jordan. I can talk about people we know today that have overcome insurmountable odds to achieve what they really, really wanted to achieve. I'm going to reach you on your level today. Maybe the obstacle in front of you is big, but I know we serve somebody who's a lot greater than the obstacle that's in front of us, that can help us overcome all things, that through him and with him, all things are possible. Maybe sometimes we look at these obstacles and we can't overcome them by ourselves. And that's okay. Maybe sometimes it takes us reaching out to other people for help. That's okay. We weren't meant to do life alone. We weren't meant to go through this process alone. And along this process and along this path, there's going to be people that are put in alignment with you in order for you to accomplish the desired result. What I'm really trying to tell you is just really what we explained earlier, and really what we started off with, is not to quit. Don't quit. Quit for what? The process is hard. Quitting's taking the easy way out. Without sacrifice, there is no victory. So you look at things and you're like, man, I got to give up this and I got to give up that. So what? What is that really worth? Is it worth more than what you really, really want? Is giving up worth more than getting the desired result that you have? Is not sacrificing worth more than pressing through and fighting for everything that you love? Is it really? At the end of the day, what's it worth to you? I posed this question to a friend of mine just recently. How much is the extra sleep worth to you? How much, the time that you have during the day, your hours, how much are the hours that you put in? The hours on this earth every single day, how much are they worth to you? When you find yourself wasting time with other stuff that isn't helping you attain the desired result or the goal that you have set or your vision, how much is that hour worth to you? When I sit there and I'm playing video games, how much is that video game throughout that entire hour worth to you? How much is watching TV worth to you? What is it worth to you? Watching an entire 2-hour movie, 3-hour movie, and they're great. I play video games. I like watching movies. I love movies. But we got to be able to pick and choose the right moments to do those types of things. We got to be able to pick and choose the right times to say, hey, you know what? Right now I need to step back. I need to relax, maybe recharge. Maybe I do need to spend time with my family. That's the number one priority, spending time with my family. I would hate for you to achieve everything else and then lose your family for it. But how much is the extra time, the stuff when you're at work and you should be working, and you're not putting forth the effort to work? How much is that hour worth to you? You tell your boss that you want a raise. Maybe it's $30 an hour, $35 an hour, $40 an hour that you want, and you're only making $29 an hour. But you're not putting forth the extra effort in order to achieve the desired result to get the extra money. Maybe you're at your office and you're sitting on your desk and you're playing some stupid video game. You're playing some Clash of Clans, or you're playing something, and those are all good things. They're cool. They got their time and place though. What is it really worth to you? The sacrifices that you make today, they'll last a lifetime. They'll last an eternity when you're working towards reaching your goal. The little sacrifices that you make today are never going to outweigh you achieving the desired result that you have for your life. I can guarantee it. And when we come up against obstacles that seem insurmountable, don't ever forget that the God that we serve, the person that's with us every single moment of our life, is there to help you achieve everything that you've ever wanted because he put that desire in your heart to get it. Work harder. Just work harder. Work harder at finding the solution. Work smarter at figuring things out. Spend the extra time to figure out the solution. Write things down. Spend extra time to write things down. Get up earlier to write things down. Get up earlier to find out what is it you really need to do that day to achieve the goals that you want. You're tired of that job? I get it. I've been there. I've been tired of jobs. I've been at jobs that seem dead end. Sometimes those jobs, though, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the truth. Sometimes those jobs that you're at are a part of the process that you're going through. But they're only there for a season. Take them for what they're worth. Take them for the season. Learn what you need to learn from them, and then continue to move on. But if you get there and you become stagnant in that job that you don't like through the process that you're supposed to be in, if you get stagnant, that's nobody else's fault but your own. But if you go home at night and you continue to work on yourself, you continue to work on the things that you want in life, if you continue being the best person that you can be, you'll end up getting everything that you've ever wanted. Michael Jordan was asked this. He was asked why he worked so hard. He was asked who he was trying to be better than. The answer that he gave was something that it just blew my mind. It changed my perspective on a lot of things, and I hope it does the same for you. He didn't try to become better than anybody else other than the best version of himself. So all the extra work that he put in, it wasn't so that he can beat his opponent. It was so that he could beat the best version of himself, so that he could beat the best version of himself. Today is the day that you need to be able to work at beating the best version of yourself in whatever area that is. That, my friends, that's going to help you achieve the desired result that you want. Don't quit, and beat the best version of yourself. I love you guys. Thank you guys for all your support, all your love. Any comments, leave them in the comment section. You guys have questions, feel free to email us. This has been episode 4 of Footnotes with Justin Garland, and I'm here to encourage you today not to quit, no matter what it looks like, no matter how many times that you've fallen. You're not defined by how many times you've fallen, but you're defined by your ability to continue to get up and press forward. And I believe that inside of you is a roaring lion with the ability to overcome insurmountable obstacles, and you will achieve everything that's been set forth in your heart to achieve. This has been Footnotes with Justin Garland. We love you. Thank you.